In this episode, we are going for the transfer deadline day, and looking at my squad, I think I need maybe just one more recruitment in the midfield. I am sure that my options are good, but I think I need to sign one more player. I've already signed one in attack, one in defense, Koulibaly, and so I think just to stable the mid, maybe one more. Let's see what we have. The target that I'm going for is because there are certain rumors right now which say that Donny van de Beek is going to be a Manchester United target. So in terms of the realisticness, because he has a release clause, I think that is a very realistic target to get, and I do need recruitments in the midfield department. So I think he's a good option to have. And yes, you can see in game it's 44 million pounds, but on paper in the real world it is 36 million pounds. So let's just pay, and we already paid the release clause for him, and let's go ahead for the negotiations. I don't want to delegate it because he is a really good player and it's somewhat a realistic target. So I want to see how this negotiation goes. Important. I think so he will go for it. Yeah, he's 83, he's not 86 or 87 above. 5 years should keep him until he's 27. Yeah, great, lovely. No release clause. Okay, now coming to wages, 81k a week. I think I'm gonna remove everything else. 90 might be, I'm not sure he will go for it or not. He may ask for one, there might be another counter offer. Yes, as suspected, there is a counter offer. They need a signing bonus, but I do not want to give a signing bonus, so let's just add some wages to his current offer. I'm not really good with signing bonus. I don't know how it does affect, so I'm just gonna give him 100k a week. I think that should be a fair deal. Yeah, there you go. Donny van de Beek, the first signing of the deadline day. Yeah, he looks good in red. 4 years. I don't know. I had signed him for 5, but it's weird as to why FIFA has this. But let's move on. Let's see what else. There would be a couple of offers for our players, and we have to sell some now because we have already bought a lot of players. Matic sold. Daniel James. I had loaned out Daniel James to increase his potential, but I don't think it did really much good. Donny van de Beek is not a defensive midfielder, but since we are playing the team in a double pivot with Pogba, I think he can slot in there very nicely. If we were playing a 4-3-3, then including playing him as a sole defensive midfielder would have been a bad option because he is not a defensive midfielder. He is more of box to box. I think now the bench is looking really strong. When you have McTominay, Williams and Bailey in the reserves, and then you have a good strength on the bench, it looks like it's going well. Yeah. Greenwood in the subs. Greenwood has had a fantastic season overall. I can be really happy with that. And that looks like the team. I'm going to trust Shaw for this season at least. Let's see how his potential increases and what things happen with him. Loan offer for Greenwood. No, I think I had already loaned him before. So yeah, it's once in the transfer window is fine. I just loaned him and cancelled his loan to see if his potential increases. I think a lot of you might be knowing this by now. Daniel James, there's Van de Beek. Tuanzebe is someone who I wanted to recall from the loan, and that's not what you want. But let's move on. He's a backup. He's like the 4th choice centre back or a 5th choice centre back. We haven't offered Tuanzebe. Okay, Tuanzebe's return message. Who else? Who else? Hi, Marcus Rojo. That's a dead wood that we need to clear. Can I release him? Can I pay the fee and release him? I'm not so sure. Kevin O'Hara. I don't know if I even get offers for him. Okay, he's rejected the move. Yeah, why would he go away from Manchester United to some other club? Joel Pereira, he also rejected moves. CBJ, I want to release him. I don't really like him. And in FIFA 19, he would give me a lot of trouble while being sold. He would not accept any offers. So I'm just gonna release him. And I'm looking for someone else. Yeah, Marcos Rojo as well. I don't think what I'll get for him, and I really just want to keep my wages free. I even keep the squad free. I don't like the cluster that you have when you have like 30 or something players in the subs. Now the choice is, who do I release from these two? Pereira or O'Hara? I think I might get something for Pereira. I don't think I'm going to get anything for O'Hara, so it's a tough decision. This is really confusing, but okay, you cannot release anymore. Yeah, that's. I just released hardly a couple of players, maybe one or two. That should not be happening. Can I get someone for him? I don't think so. And nobody would want him in an exchange deal. At least not someone who I want in the team. Definitely not. Tanner. Oh yeah, this guy also has to go. But is there enough time? Yeah, there is enough time for him to go. But I think he'll reject a move. I'll be surprised if he goes on the deadline day. Okay, so we have some news. What is this about? Yeah, as suspected. These players, these up-and-coming reserve players that are not good enough, they just seem to reject a lot of offers, or maybe something goes wrong with their negotiations. I don't know. Okay, so that's it. Just one player signed from our side in Donny van de Beek, and in terms of starting 11 and substitutes, I think I'm really happy with what I have. I haven't had the best of starts. Lindelof is not for sale. I haven't had the best of starts, so now the squad is fit. Now I can't do anything about the squad. Now I have to win with what I have, and I'll make sure that I win with what I have. Van Bissaka and Luke Shaw, they'll get some good numbers in trainings, and even Maguire has to go up. Basically, the entire defense. I'm hoping Williams can in 1 year or two maybe overtake Shaw as the first choice left back, and Shaw can become the backup, because Shaw's potential is not going to increase a lot. I don't think he's going to go beyond 85. So there's a good break, and now the next match is Leicester. Another training session. It's really I don't like to play it, because I play it sometimes, not all the times, because it gets really boring. It's just like you have to forcefully go through it. I'm just going to save my progress, and because I have done a lot of things. So Leicester, now this is a must win, because they're sitting in 10th position. Pereira's transfer talk broken down. These guys that's why I wanted to release him, but these guys just don't accept it. Okay, make sure you subscribe for the next video, because we're going to be facing Leicester.